What happens is you see a sort of snow on the camera, all sorts of sparkles going by. And that's the particles accelerated by the coronal mass ejector hitting the actual camera on SOHO.
If caught off guard, solar storms can harm astronauts, exposing them to the same amount of radiation in seconds that we receive on Earth in a year.
So if we're going to send astronauts back to the moon and to Mars, it becomes very important to be able to determine when these coronal mass ejections and storms are going to occur. The charged particles embedded in these coronal mass ejections are dangerous. That's a lot of radiation that would hit an astronaut.
Astronauts and satellites aren't the only potential victims of solar storms. The particles blasted towards Earth can interact with our magnetic field, occasionally wreaking havoc.
When this material comes smashing into the Earth's magnetic field, it causes it to ring almost like a bell. And when you have a magnetic field, and when that magnetic field moves, physics tells us it's going to create currents. And so electrical currents will be created in the outer atmosphere of the Earth. And these electrical currents can cause all sorts of disturbances.
The currents create problems for satellites orbiting the Earth. They disrupt global positioning systems. They can interfere with communications equipment, causing radio blackouts and knocking out mobile phone systems.
These mass ejections can send so many charged particles toward the Earth that some of them make it through the Earth's magnetic field and even reach power stations here on Earth, causing surges of electrons and power outages and short circuits and things like that.
In extreme situations, solar storms cause excessive radio interference and increased levels of radiation, requiring planes flying near the poles to be rerouted. But as powerful as the storms were in 2003, they're no match for what astronomer Richard Carrington saw in 1859, a superflare.
The super flare of 1859 was incredible because prior to this event, we didn't even know that flares existed. Carrington saw this huge bright flash on the sun with the unaided eye. And in order for him to see that, it had to have been a super huge flare.
There were reports of telegraph lines running without being powered.
We probably won't see another one that intense in our